It's a small moment, but it can feel strangely heavy. You're standing in the kitchen, phone in your hand, staring at two nearly identical options on a delivery app. You've already been looking for 5 minutes. The food doesn't matter. But your chest feels tight anyway. Why does something so small suddenly feel like pressure? What you may be running into is the way small decisions can carry more weight than they seem. In this video, I want to slow that feeling down and explain why it happens, in plain language, without turning it into a big story. When small decisions feel heavy, it's usually not about the decision itself. It's a pattern where simple choices start to feel loaded, as if they're quietly connected to something bigger, even when nothing is actually at stake. One common reason is that small decisions often arrive when you're already worn down. By the time you're choosing what to eat, what to reply, or when to leave, you've already made dozens of invisible choices earlier in the day. Your brain has been adjusting, checking, and adapting without you noticing. So when a tiny choice shows up, it lands on top of everything else. It's like adding one more book to a stack that was already wobbling. You might notice it when you stand in the grocery aisle longer than usual, holding the same item, feeling oddly tired. The choice isn't heavy on its own, but it's arriving late. Sometimes, it comes from past moments where small choices had bigger consequences. Maybe once, you picked the wrong time to speak up. Or you chose the wrong words in a message, and it mattered more than you expected. Your mind remembers that. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly. Over time, it learns to treat even small decisions as something to be careful with. So now, before you answer a simple question or make a minor plan, your body reacts first. You might pause before replying sure to a casual invite, even though you actually want to go. The weight comes from memory, not from the moment you're in. There's also a quieter reason that often sits underneath this. Small decisions feel heavier when they start to feel like proof of who you are. When you've been measuring yourself, at work, online, or in relationships, even tiny choices can start to feel like they say something about your competence or judgment. It's no longer just which option, but what does this choice say about me? That's when choosing a sentence, an outfit, or a plan starts to feel personal. You might notice this when you change a calendar detail 3 times, even though no one else will see it. The decision feels heavy because it feels like it represents you. Here's what this can look like in real life. It's late, around 11:30 at night. You're on the couch, lights low, scrolling on your phone. Earlier, you sent a short message to someone you trust. Nothing serious. Just a simple update. They responded normally. No tension. No confusion. But you open the message thread again anyway. You read your text once more. Then again. You notice a word you could have phrased differently. Your stomach tightens a little. You think, maybe that sounded rushed. Maybe I added too much. Maybe I should have waited. It's not panic. It's not a crisis. It's just this low, lingering weight that won't explain itself. If you've been there, you're not strange. You might know someone who lives like this. This is how small decisions can feel heavy without announcing themselves. They don't shout. They just quietly ask you to be careful again and again. When this pattern shows up, it can help to change what you're asking yourself in the moment. Often, the question running underneath is, what's the best possible choice? That question sounds reasonable, but it asks for certainty that most small decisions can't give. You might try shifting it to something softer, like, what do I actually know right now? Then answer with 1 or 2 simple facts. Not a long explanation. Just something real. For example, both options work, or I can adjust later if I need to. This doesn't erase the weight completely, but it often lowers it enough to move. Another gentle way to meet this is by noticing when the decision itself isn't the real problem. After you choose, your mind may circle back, replaying it, checking it, revisiting it. Instead of arguing with that voice, you can quietly name what's happening. Something like, this feels heavier than it is. No judgment. No fixing. Just naming. Over time, that can help separate the feeling from the facts. The decision stays small, even if the feeling tried to grow. But there's one detail people often miss. When small decisions feel heavy, it's often a sign that you care. You're paying attention. You're trying to be thoughtful in a world that moves fast. That care can turn inward and feel uncomfortable, but it didn't start as a flaw. It started as awareness. This is for people who look fine, but keep checking inside. If you've been carrying extra weight around small choices, it doesn't mean you're incapable or indecisive. It may just mean your mind learned to be careful in ways that stuck around longer than necessary. Sometimes, understanding that is enough to let the moment soften. And you can take your time with the rest.